All right, welcome back, world, to another episode of the Hollywood Kippax podcast. I'm your co-host with the co-host, Alex Millers. Join with me, as always, is Will Lopez. Will, it's a depressing Monday, Blue Monday. How you feeling, Will?
A little let down. A little let down by the spirits. A little let down by the Ouija board.
Yeah, we got screwed over by by the ancestors, bro.
I think you might have. I think the spirit is still in here, brother.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting that weird sense too, dude. I was like, they were coming in here. I was like, dude, the spirit's still lingering. And actually, no, the spirit's taking the piss out of us right now because he
Yeah.
was like, "You guys are gonna get a draw at Liverpool," and I'm
Yeah.
like, "Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that."
I wish that was the case.
But at least it wasn't a battering. You know what I
Mm,
mean?
I mean, not a battering, but nonetheless, another loss.
I mean, it is a little loss, but like considering how all the other prior games went up to that point,
Yeah.
I mean, I would say 2-0 was a pretty decent result considering how we played
Yeah.
in that match. I mean, we were totally non-existent. We're the first team in the Premier League era as reigning champions to not have a shot or recorded shot on goal until the 39th minute.
Oh my
The
God.
first City breaks
That's
records. We break all the good ones and we break all
all
the
the bad
bad ones
ones.
too. You know what I mean? That's what it's like to support City, man.
Yeah.
I mean, this is needless to say, very poor run of form for this team. Something that we haven't seen from this club in a long time, especially under the Pep era. And I mean, it's just bad all around. 6 ways of Sunday, boys.
Yeah.
It's fucked.
Right now, we're laughing about it. Some City fans, they find the positive and the bright side of what's going on right now with funny memes and like chants,
Yeah.
and right now we're like, yeah, okay, it's all right. We've seen this before. But are we gonna come to a point where we're like, oh fuck, like this
Where
is
like,
bullshit?
it's kind of like where's rock bottom? You know what I
Yes,
mean? And
yes.
I can anticipate rock bottom. Like looking ahead to these next fixture results for City, which we'll be going through in a minute. We gotta beat United.
Oh man,
We gotta beat United.
we gotta beat everybody.
We gotta beat everyone. We're back
Yes.
to talking about must-win games, especially against like our next two fixtures because we have Nottingham Forest at midweek on
Yes.
Wednesday, and then we
Yes.
have Crystal Palace away on the Saturday.
Yes.
And honestly, like I mean, we got to pick up these points, man. If we're even to say that we're in the title, or if we're even in the top four, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I think there's so many interesting different questions to beg, but I think the one that's on everyone's mind is what happened with that Liverpool game. So, Will, where were you at on Saturday or Sunday?
Well, before that, as a reminder, if you watch this on YouTube or you're barely catching this, we do these episodes live. And if you want to give us a question, a piece of your mind, something about the team, go ahead and follow us at Hollywood Kippax, where you can comment and we'll read the comments and you can interact with us while we're podcasting.
Yeah, we have George Aldapa in the chat. George, good evening. How are
Hey,
you?
so
Shout out George.
we got the legend, simply known as Cam, also.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's there too. But
So,
yeah,
but take us away, Will. What are your thoughts on the game from Sunday?
woke up super hungover, but I couldn't miss the game. Annoying that it was on USA, so I had to watch it on Telemundo in Spanish.
Juan
Nice.
Piedras.
Juan Piedras. Uh, Looking at the lineup at the beginning of the game, I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" We were way off when we came to our predictions of how we want the team to be set up.
Oh, but Ortega, I said that
You did call Ortega,
that Ortega would be in, and he did,
and he did.
and he's partially responsible for why it wasn't a battering.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with you. But yeah, man, just oh man, I just saw a horrible performance by Bernardo Silva. I was so mad at him throughout the whole goddamn game, dude. The losing of the ball, the it looked like in Space Jam where the guys ran out of the magic,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? And they just became this team that it was like Gundogan losing the ball also, everybody losing the goddamn ball, some defensive fucking passes back that were just crazy. The only one I saw really putting in work a lot was Mateus Nunez. up and down the goddamn pitch,
and he was
dude.
playing on the top left.
Yes.
I mean, like this definitely was a what the fuck lineup. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's like, I mean, but like that's kind of what you've been seeing of Pep in these last like 5 weeks. It's just he's been trying to find something to click. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But things are not clicking for many reasons. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, so like,
Also seeing Phil Foden. I got excited for that.
yeah, but like, so it's just weird to watch, because we've been covering this team now for 3 seasons, right?
Yes.
And we kind of we kind of have a knowledge of how Pep plays, right? Like
Yeah.
Pep, tiki taka, vertical, pull positional play. You got the 3 channels. You want to spread the defense wide, get the ball, work the ball into the box. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, we understand how this team plays, but like honestly, I had to get my tactical cap on to see, like, really to break down what's happening with this team. But like, we just were not playing pet ball on
At all.
Sunday at all. We were playing super narrow. Defense was super narrow because they were pulling us out wide.
Yep.
You know what I mean? We weren't getting to the wide areas. We were completely like just sticking to like one channel, the left or center hand channel.
Yeah.
We were just not playing pet ball. And just like, and I agree, it's like the magic just kind of like dissipated. We just kind of lost our identity in that match. You know what I mean? Like, we were just totally ripped apart, and they were kind of doing like they were just totally pulling us wide. Defensive mistakes once again abound. And but like, we can just go through this. So I was just making some observations throughout the match. You know what I mean? So the 6 minute Akanji has that weak ass pass that gets intercepted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's where it all starts. And then, Zabor slide to Van Dijk, who hits it off the far post in the 11th minute.
Oof.
And then I'll say like this, though. Liverpool played, if I had to line them up in ESPN FC 24, that's kind of how I'd line them up. Gakpo starting for them. I mean, because my former girlfriend now is a Liverpool fan, and I always says like Gakpo should be starting for them. And that's what we got out there. So in the 11th minute, they go up 1-0. And then it wasn't until the 38th minute when we even had a shot that goes across goal. Rico Lewis with this little weak
sloppy kick,
no power kick, just kind of just slides across goal.
Yeah,
nothing on it. And then we get into the 2nd minute, right? Van Dijk header in the 5th minute. Van Dijk had some like, he could have had a hat trick of headers, dude.
3.
You know what I mean? And then Salah biffed it in the 62nd minute that he should have had that, and he beat us 1-on-1.
Salah should have walked out with the hat trick also.
Yeah.
With some other opportunities, because I'm telling you, they break through that defense line so easily, brother.
Yeah.
You saw when there was 2-on-1, and somehow Mateus Nunez fucking was the one to be over there to block the fucking shots.
Yeah.
And luckily, fucking the goddamn Salah wasn't as sharp as he usually is.
Yeah.
He should have made all those shots. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, it's just my thing is just that goddamn defense line, bro. God damn, dude. But all right, carry on.
But so, and then there was a penalty where what was it? That Salah people thought Salah was offside, but he wasn't really in the play.
Yeah.
But and then Ortega had to come out, basically gave him penalty.
Very Ederson.
It was, I mean, but I think it was just the atmosphere. You know what I mean? Like, the atmosphere is super nervy at Anfield for opposition teams. So, and I mean, like, when they're playing down like that, like, I mean, just like you're prone to make some mistakes. But Salah converts the penalty in the 78th minute. Nothing going. The game ends 2-0. But as we were saying, dude, we were, in the words of the younger generation, we were a little brother. We were a little bro.
After the first goal, you think that Pep would do something in the first half. After the break, you would think, okay, he's gonna move somebody, he's gonna sub somebody in. He warmed up Kevin De Bruyne, he warmed up Jack Grealish, he warmed up Doku. But for some reason, it was like, come on, throw them before we get scored on again, because we know we were gonna get scored on again, dude.
Yeah.
And then he does it after we get scored on. You're bringing down the morale of the team. You're disinflating the confidence. You know what I mean? Of maybe even a tie or a comeback. And we decide to throw these guys in when it's already like too much trash on the field. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, now go clean it up. Like, what the fuck? You need this team that ended, the squad that ended in the second half should have been the squad to start the fucking game, because Kevin De Bruyne he changed up a little bit. He changed up a little bit of the pitch when he got on. Jeremy Doku was just being Jeremy Doku, and it was working. It was working a little bit. You know what I mean? And then Savinho, it was just too late for these guys to jump in when nobody's into it anymore. Everyone's fucking tired
and
You-
deflated for sure because of because in this kind of what we were talking about in the last podcast, that's it's not so much their ability, it's the mentality. It's just like we're back to like regular 2020 2021 City, where if we get scored on first, like we
Mhm.
just get super deflated and super down ourselves, like we're looking down at the ground, you know what I mean? It's just
Yeah.
like, dude, what are we doing?
And that chance that Kevin De Bruyne took away the ball from was it Gomez, I think?
Yeah,
I'm not sure who it was, but he Kevin De Bruyne would have put that away, dude. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But you can say that he was just so frustrated and not in his wits that he decided to go for the between the leg shot, and nothing, dude. He could have even went wide left to Erling Haaland for a tap in, but none of that went through his mind, dude. You know what I mean? It was already too late. The sharpness, the wittiness, the swagger of the plays weren't there.
yeah.
It was just everything just fell so flat. And I mean, when I saw the fucking the game end, and these fools are talking shit to Pep on the sidelines,
Yeah,
and Pep shows them the number 6 with his fingers. That's when I was a little embarrassed of that, because
you mentioned that. Yeah,
I was a little embarrassed of that because that's what United fans do. That's what Galaxy fans. That's when you know you're fucking butthurt. You know what I mean? It's like, oh yeah, but hey, 6 titles, and yeah, it's true. But Pep doesn't do that. I've never seen him do that. You know what I mean? He's a little out of character. The man has been out of character for the last fucking 2 weeks, dog. He's going crazy, bro. He's losing his fucking mind.
you know what? Like obviously, like him scratching his head and shit like that. Like obviously, I think that's definitely signs of being burnt out. Like
Mhm.
it's interesting because he signs a new contract. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he signs a new contract, and then like this starts happening.
Yes.
And then it's like, and you always tell he's burnt out. So like, I mean, was his heart fully in when he made the contract signing? Like
Yeah.
knowing, like, I don't know, like speaking as a teacher myself who's prone to burnout, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Are you checking in with yourself?
Yeah.
How do you feel? You know what I mean? Like, and honestly, like, is he up for the task? Like, I mean, like that's a whole thing to ask, and we will be getting into that here in a minute. But I
Yeah.
want to kind of talk about the lineup. Okay.
Okay.
So definitely from my perspective, playing Nunez up top in that top left-hand spot,
Mm-hmm.
definite new experiment that didn't work out, in my opinion. I mean, obviously playing Nunez in midfield would have made more sense.
Yes.
But like Pep was just trying to do something, and throwing Nunez up there, I guess that's maybe his secondary role where he could play attacking, top left attacking midfielder. But like obviously I would have made some adjustments. Like, and I was qualifying myself. Like, I don't know the fitness of these players.
Yeah,
right?
of course.
I know that. So why Pep made that lineup, because all those things going in. I'm not the physio, right? But like, obviously, I think if Grealish was fit, he should have been playing on the top left, right?
Mm-hmm.
Foden could play on the top right, but I would have dropped Foden into midfield, Savinho up top on the right, and then I would have started KDB.
Yes.
Dropped Nunez into the midfield, and then Lewis playing in the midfield as well, and then maybe kept that back line.
Yeah, I agree. I like that.
So,
And it would have made things way easier for Kevin De Bruyne, because he has Haaland on top. He knows what to give that guy.
yeah,
You know what I mean? So it wouldn't have been that bad. But I don't know. Maybe Pep feels like he's made out of glass right now.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
He is made out of glass, but like, but maybe this moving ahead, it's like we should be starting KDB more, because KDB knows he has the sauce, right? But like, I mean, I know he's getting older and his legs are not the same, But I do think that having him out there maybe gives the team a little more confidence,
Yeah.
and that he can make those like plays to get the ball into the final third, right?
It gives the stadium confidence, brother.
Yeah,
Us as fans, we want that.
yeah, it's a safety blanket,
Yes,
right? Like
exactly.
having KDB out there.
Because we know what he's capable of.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
and
So
I will say this, I really don't want to see Lewis at right back anymore.
really,
No, I'd rather
Mm.
see him in midfield on some kind of double pivot,
Mhm.
but I do not want to see him at right back
So
again.
no more on Kyle Walker's spot.
I mean, like we gotta kind of gotta go back to like the treble season, right? Where we're playing our tall ass defenders, right?
There's
Like
one
four
missing. Yeah.
in the back, right?
Yeah.
So like we got to be playing for center backs. You know what I mean? Kind of like we did in the treble season, but Rico, small, young still. I'm no doubt he's going to be he's a great player and he's on the great things, but I just don't see him playing right back.
Well, he shows a lot offensively. So yeah, I would like to see him more in the middle too.
Yeah.
You know, and
But he also has a lot going on the ball too. I mean, like he's the one he's kind of trying to do what John Stones does. Push the ball up while being able to come back. But really, Rico cannot do that himself. Kind of like Rodri. Rodri can do that job himself because when we typically have Rodri, it's just him and then everyone stepping in the midfield, and he's the one that kind of like is like the fit defender if we need to track back and hoover the ball and get the ball back going back that way. But without Rodri, we have to play some kind of double pivot of whoever's available. You know what I mean? So like Nunez, Lewis, KDB, Gundo, Kovacic when he's healthy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We just haven't been able to find the sauce that makes it work when Rodri's not there. But that's the whole thing, man, is that Rodri's not there.
He's not
and
there.
We didn't sign get someone there to that could be an ample replacement for him when he's not there. But like when we had this whole thing rely on Rodri, you get what you see on the last 5 weeks. You know what I mean?
And you know what's crazy is that we got Kovacic to back him up, and he's gone too.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, you know what I mean? So, do I dare even say this? Because we haven't even brought this up, but who's your man of the match?
For me, it was Ruben Diaz. I mean, Ruben Diaz. Yeah, well, him too. But Mateus Nunez, because I saw a lot.
For a City player.
For a City player playing 3 positions, bro.
Yeah.
I felt the guy, dude. I felt the guy. I'm like, look at him. He's trying so fucking hard to keep it together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, man, Halan needs to get more involved in the plays, dude. Like, I understand you want... You're not getting what you usually expect. You know, you're at the top, you're with the offside line, and then you get your through pass that you need, but it's not there, not from these guys. And for some reason, I'm looking at the team, I'm like, why aren't you guys passing it? Like looking for a cheeky fucking pass to Erling Haaland. That fool has to fight for his fucking passes. You know what I mean?
But think about it like this: who else is scoring for City right now?
Nobody
besides Haaland when he does. But otherwise, who else has scored a Premier League goal in the last like 5-6 weeks?
I mean, Premier League goal. Yeah, you're right. Nobody.
No one's scoring. You know what I mean? Besides Haaland.
How crazy is that, bro?
You know what I mean? So what we need is we need Haaland to go on the next 2 games, score 5 goals each game to get our pad our stats again. You know what I mean?
We need Kevin De Bruyne back with Haaland.
With Haaland, yeah. I think that's definitely what we'll probably be seeing at midweek, though. I think we'll be seeing KDB start. I think that's definitely an adjustment that needs to be made.
And then no Jack Grealish either. I don't remember seeing him. I saw that he was getting ready.
Yeah.
But then
I think he definitely plays next game.
It was Savinho and Doku that went in.
Yeah. Because, I have an idealized starting 11. And I think in terms of a top 3 playing at top, I think Haaland, Grealish, and Savinho are if I'm playing ESPN FC 25 or whatever, those are the 3 that I pick for an attack.
Yeah, I agree. God damn, man. Another loss, brother.
All right.
Another fucking loss.
So we've been kind of thinking about adjustments, but let's get into the how should I say this? The counterfactuals, right? So it's or is it the counterfactuals? It's just scenarios. We're gonna run scenarios, right?
All right.
So let me ask this question to you. With this loss, can City still win the league?
Yes. We still have 25 games to go,
Okay.
which means 75 points. You know what I mean? If you count by threes, right?
It would be about 80, 85 points would be if we win out or from here on out, we'd be like in the mid 80s in terms of points.
And then I saw the schedule for Liverpool coming up, and I mean, there's hope. There's fucking hope. I think I sent it to you guys. Let's take a look. Meanwhile, yeah, because when I saw that, I was like, okay,
Yeah,
they're
no, I saw the schedule pulled up, but like, here's the thing I want to ask though, 'cause I did because you sent that to the chat, right?
yes.
But like, so what Will sent was basically Liverpool's schedule. I think they play Brighton back to back games,
So
and then they
so they have Chelsea next.
Chelsea next, yeah,
Yeah, and then
at home though.
yes, and then in the Champions League they got RB Leipzig,
Okay,
which is not bad. But then they go back and they play Arsenal, and then they play back to back Brighton.
yeah,
One for the EPL, and I'm assuming the next one for the EFL, which is the Carabao Cup.
yeah,
You know, then after that, Bayer Leverkusen, Aston Villa, Southampton. You can't count out, bro. I've already said it.
yeah,
And then you play Real Madrid and City again.
yeah.
I
After the new year, yeah.
That looks good to me. There's a lot of potential and a couple of L's right there.
I mean, so one thing I want to caution away from is like, yeah, because we have a hard schedule, bro. We have like, you know what I mean? Like, what's it? Crystal Palace away is not an easy result. We get,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? That's always been a bogey team that we play. We do lose away there, and I think we dropped points there last year, right? I think we lost to Crystal Palace 2-0 there last fall.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like one scenario that I see working out right now is like, you know, we want to write off Liverpool as like, oh, they're gonna drop at some point. They're gonna fall table. Typical Liverpool, like they're gonna bottle it at some point. But like, what if they just keep grinding out results? You know what I mean? Like they did back like Leicester did. We know that one season with when Leicester won the league. I think it was Pep's first or second season. And we're like, oh, Leicester, it's a one-off thing. They're gonna drop. They're gonna come back down to earth. You know what I mean? But they were grinding out results all that season,
What
right?
about Arsenal last season?
Yeah, but then Arsenal's Arsenal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Arsenal are bottle jobs. But like what we're seeing with this team, like look at the spoils that Arne Slot has in this last like week or two. He defeated Real Madrid. He defeated us. Who else? There's another one that he's doing that.
Those are the two that matter, brother.
Two that matter. You know what I mean? He just slayed two giants. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would say the confidence in that camp is running pretty high right now.
It's running wild, brother.
It's running wild. running wild. But like so like you got to give Liverpool credit. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
like, but like I would say that it really does cast doubts on whether or not we could win the league. I think it's becoming more possible that we finish in the top 4. You know what I mean? With some space, you know what I mean? Like give or take. But what gets really interesting, and I was digesting some podcasts today, is like, what if it just keeps on going? Like, what if we fall out of the top 4? You know what I mean? Like, what would happen then?
Man.
And even take a look at what they were saying at Pep. You know what I mean? Like you're sacked in the morning.
Oh my
you're sacked in the morning. But let's just maybe entertain that. Do you think if it got that bad, do you think Pep would be sacked?
Fuck no. There's too much respect and too much history, and no. I mean, if we go maybe 10 games, then maybe. But imagine sacking Pep Guardiola away.
Yeah.
Doesn't exist in this world. That storyline, that screenwrite, that fucking script, I don't see that anywhere in humankind, dude. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I think a lot of people's brains would blow up out of their heads if they were to sack Pep Guardiola. You wake up, Pep Guardiola sacked.
Yeah. It's like and like Pep is such, I mean, like the whole organization is based on Pep's philosophy, Pep's tactical identity. Like firing Pep would be like would be like ripping out the brain of Man City, right? You know what I mean? Like, and plus, who do you replace him with?
Exactly.
Who's more capable of Pep Guardiola? Pep Guardiola is not gonna lie, is probably, if not the best coach out of any sport of all time, the best soccer coach of all time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like who do you replace him with? Who's more capable than Pep Guardiola?
Okay.
No one.
Let me give you some names to give you a crazy scenario. All right. You wake up, Pep Guardiola sacked. Right.
Yeah.
3 days later,
Email
Manchester City
emails me
hires
and says, "Do you want the job?"
Xavi Hernandez to be the coach.
He's the one that was like he was
a Barcelona
coach for a little bit, but
Yeah.
then I think he's in the Saudi league now, right?
Oh, that's right. Okay. Amazing internet breaking news. Manchester City hires and brings back Jurgen Klopp to Manchester City.
He goes to Manchester City.
Yeah.
Oh man, that would be
insane, right?
That'd be insane. But that's such an American thing to do. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you look at like American rivalries in any American sport, like
Yeah.
it's easy. You can play for the Cubs and go play for the White Sox, or you can play for the Red Sox and you can go play for the Yankees. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, look at like Johnny Damon, I think played for both Red Sox and Yankees.
We've seen players do that too.
Yeah, but I mean, one player stands out. Carlos Tevez went from United to playing for Manchester City, right?
Yeah.
But like, it just doesn't happen. Like, you're not just like the rival coach. You're like, you know what? I'll go coach Manchester City, unless you want to like bring the organization down. Like, and that's totally like with the Damn United, the movie Damn United about Brian Clough, who like goes to Leeds and like wants to destroy Leeds. You know what I mean? Because it's like, you guys cheated. Throw away your pots and your pans because you cheated. You know what I mean? But like, but I want to see that happening. I think honestly, I think the up and coming coach that's the most capable, I would say would be Xabi Alonso.
And I agree.
Yeah, I think what he's doing, I think would be probably the next good coach on the come up.
But you can't just rip somebody out of the team. I'm telling guys that are like roaming around the world with no job. I forgot about Xavi.
Yeah,
But I'm talking about like just guys that Manchester City hire Zinedine Zidane.
Zinedine Zidane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Interesting, but I don't think he will.
Of course.
No.
But City won't fire City either, brother. I mean, City won't fire Pep either. So just
okay, we're entertaining like these high fallacy things, negative concepts, wizards.
Yeah, his spirits,
his spirits. But I mean, like, then it just gets into like the world of like, oh, what if Ronaldo played for City, or what if Messi played for City? It's like, but like, keep it.
The jerseys were made.
They were made.
The dinner was had.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
Bro. But okay, so like I agree. There's no world in which Pep gets sacked.
Exactly.
If it got that bad, in my opinion, he'd probably walk away. But
we'd riot, brother.
But honestly, I don't see that happening. Because I do think City will get back into some kind of form here pretty soon.
I hope
How
so.
about
it's been
now?
Cue the highlights.
Highlights.
Nah, dude, it hasn't happened now, dude.
Yeah,
now, I thought it was gonna happen this week against Liverpool. I thought we were gonna win at least 2-1. No, I said 3-1. That was all right. Wearing my big boy britches with that prediction, but at least 1-0 or 2-1. But we got fucking just outclassed, brother. We got outclassed.
But like, we could have been battered, and as we said, like, you know, like Virgil van Dijk could have had a hat trick of headers. Salah could have had a hat trick. We could have been battered 5-0, 6-0, right? But we didn't. We 2-0. I mean, first half obviously was awful, but second half we had some promises. We had some promising things happening. You know what I mean? We looked a little bit more into it, but it just obviously we've only won at Anfield twice in the Premier League era, dude. Like, honestly, like a draw would have been an acceptable result in my opinion.
Yeah.
Right? If we just walked away 1-1, shook hands on it, and then went away, we would have, you know, just stopped the bleeding at least there now.
Yeah.
But now we're moving on to a lot of games in this short amount of time, right? So we have on this Wednesday we have Nottingham Forest at home, and then we go away to Crystal Palace on this coming Saturday. Then the week after at midweek we play Juventus away, and then we have the Manchester Derby at home on that Sunday, December 11th, and then December 21st we go Villa away.
These are the ones we have to win. Every
Dude,
single one.
everything we have to win. You know what I mean? Like if we drop points, I would say really that casts dispersions on whether or not we can win the league. And I would say more finishing top four would probably be more of a realistic thing because Liverpool have a 9-point lead, which is something that no one's had at this point in the season since like United in like 93 or 94.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like they're enjoying a pretty comfortable lead. But as we said before, like I remember having the same precise conversation back last fall when City were bottling it, right? When we had that spell, right? And all of the people going on Opta Sports and saying, "Oh, the probability of City winning the league at this point is like
It's
blah
over.
blah blah. It's
Yeah,
over.
yeah.
It's over. Arsenal's going to win the league this year." But then we go on a 23 game winning streak, and we win the league, right?
Yeah.
So I would say this season has a lot of possibilities, but I think we're staring at least. I mean, like, who knows what we can do now? I mean, like, we can go on an FA Cup run. You know what I mean? Maybe, but like, honestly, like if we don't win out these games in these next 5 or 6 games, we're looking at just like maybe not winning a league, not winning the league. You know what I mean?
This just what I'm reading right now is that we fall into 5th place.
Yeah.
And are 11 points behind Liverpool.
Yeah.
That's crazy to hear and read. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it's just not Liverpool we're worried about.
But like, do the math. Like, if we lose 1 or 2 more games, we're mid-table.
We're fucked.
Yeah, we're a mid-table team then. You know what I mean? So I mean, we're staring some really
dark
black
times.
scenarios at this point. You know what I mean? But we can just get into it. You know what I mean? So we have some. Let's take the next all the way through Villa away. We can just kind of like just talk about things, right? So let's look ahead to Wednesday, Nottingham Forest. We're at home. Okay.
Yes.
So midweek Premier League game, right? So what adjustments does City need to make in order to win that game?
All the guys that were subbed in the second half for Liverpool need to start this fucking game. Need to. It's a fucking necessity, dog.
Yeah.
This is not working. You know what I mean? So the way that I would do it is just because I saw them play. You know what I mean? Give me Doku. Give me Jack Grealish and Haaland. Savinho looked good, but he looks so desperate to score and for a pass. I feel like he's doing the most.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, dude, just chill and play your fucking game. You know, you put a lot of pressure on a fucking player when you're making him go in there against Liverpool and being down 2-0.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think he could do something in the second half. So, like I'm saying, I'll go Haaland in the middle. Give me Jack on the left. Give me Doku on the right. Give me in the middle. Give me Phil Foden and Gundo. Give me Phil Foden and Gundo. Give me Mateus Nunes right behind because, I mean, fuck. That's the only thing that would work, especially seeing his performance playing offensively and defensively against Liverpool.
Yeah.
You know, because we have nothing else there. Who else are we going to fucking put there?
Rico Lewis, but
Rico Lewis could work too. Give me slash Rico.
Gundo, and I would start KDB.
Fuck.
I would start KDB, Foden, and Nunez in midfield.
So, fuck. You see, even I'm lost now too.
Yeah.
Okay, so give me Jack Grealish, Haaland, Doku. Give me Kevin De Bruyne and Foden. Just so that way, when it comes down to the bullshit with Kevin, at least we can have Gundo, who actually plays like kind of the most closest to Kevin De Bruyne. You know what I mean?
I mean, I would say that they're kind of fundamentally different, but like,
of course,
I would say that, but we're talking about kind of like
The
their form of
playmaker.
like a year or two ago. But like I would say what we've been seeing with Gundo, because we've been starting Gundo, but I don't
Yeah.
think. I honestly, I think we need to change. That's the change we need to make. We need to start KDB and not Gundo. Maybe
Of
Gundo
course,
comes
that's what
as
I'm
like,
saying.
yeah,
That's what I'm saying, and start him with Kevin De Bruyne. I mean, with Phil Foden.
yeah.
You know, right behind him, Rico Lewis. Give me Ake, Ruben Diaz, Akanji, and Kyle Walker.
Okay. Wait, who's your left back?
Ake.
Okay, so Ake, Kanji, Diaz, Walker. That was the back four that was in the last game. There you go again.
I mean, either that or you can switch off Ake or Gavardiol if you want.
Okay.
You know
I
what
mean,
I
it's
mean?
probably what will happen.
Yeah.
I think Gavardio will probably get the start.
And Ortega again.
Yeah, I'd say Ortega. I mean, I think Ortega is one of the reasons why we didn't get battered. He made some pretty decent saves, and I just think he brings a lot more composure to the ball that we need right now. I think we need way more composure on the ball, and I definitely think Ortega would be the one to give me to bring that composure.
George is asking, do you think Pep just doesn't care anymore? Meaning he's already been there, done that. What else does he want to do?
I think that's more of the players. I think that's probably one of the more of the players' mentality. Because I mean, obviously we know Pep re-signed a contract, so in his head, there is something he wants to keep going with, right? But the players, I think, is another question. Like everyone there has won it. The older players have won it. They won the treble. They won 4 in a row. You know what I mean? Some players have won, like, I mean, they've been with Pep since he started, so they've won like 6 Premier Leagues,
yes,
right?
Of course.
So what is there left for them to do? We need players. I think in the coming rebuild, we need players that are hungry for it. You know what I mean? And not necessarily have been there, done that, and I think just the fire is not there as much. I think they still want to win, but I just don't think the fire is there with a lot of the older players.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we more or less can see a lineup for Forest. But what's your score prediction for Forest?
It's gonna be a tight one. I'm gonna say nah, it won't. It'll be 3-0.
I'm gonna say 1-0.
Because Nottingham is not that fucking good either right now either. You know what I mean?
Well, no, they're I think weren't they in the top 5, or don't they hanging around in the top 5?
Not that.
Pull it up, Jamie.
Not from what that I remember, but I feel if we can have the performance we did against Sparta Prague, you know, we can fucking do something.
Okay.
Oh no, Sparta Prague. What the fuck? Feyenoord.
Well, Nottingham Forest is 6th. They're one spot below us.
Oh my god, dude, what is happening, bro?
Yeah, you
what
you
the
would think
fuck
that
is happening?
Yeah, Nottingham Forest was kind of hanging out in the top 5 for like the longest time, but now they're one below us.
Wow.
It just blew your mind, dude, didn't I?
Yes. I need to start paying more attention, dude, because I thought things were different. Oh my god.
Clip it.
But holy crap. Okay.
But yeah, I would say it's going to be a close game. I'd say it's a close game, 1-0.
1-0?
Yeah.
We're barely going to squeeze one out like that?
Yeah.
I say 3-0. I'm going to say 2 from Holland. Nah. I'm going to say 3 from Holland.
I think how long is a hat trick?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Everyone's going to make a ball out.
George is saying 3-2, Holland 2 goals, 1 KDB.
I was going to say that, but nah, I think KDB is going to be reserved.
He's going to get an
He's
assist.
going to chill back and he's going to get his assist. You know what I mean? And if there's a free kick, then you know who to give it to. You know, but other than that, yeah, I'm saying 3-0. You're saying 1-0.
I'm saying Holland, just a lone goal. It's going to be kind of nervy match because they're still full of nerves, but they'll get 1 goal and then they'll just play defense. And yeah.
And when is this?
This is Wednesday.
This Wednesday coming up.
Yeah.
Holy shit box.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
And then we got to go ahead. We got to go away to Crystal Palace on Saturday. And that's a bogey match. So let's think about that. So how is Pep going to make adjustments going into that match?
Against who?
Crystal Palace.
Well, they lost their best player, which was Olise. He plays for Bayern now.
I think Ize's injured too.
Oh yeah. But then again, oh my god,
Crystal Palace is currently 17th.
I hate saying that we're even with them right now, like skill wise.
I'm not playing. I'm not playing no shit right now. Like no team at this point for us in our current form is like
easy.
Is easy. This in our current form, like everything is going to be tough. You know what I mean? Like it's like maybe if we got back to some kind of form, maybe we could go back to being like confidence. Like, oh yeah, they'll walk over Bournemouth. They'll walk over Crystal Palace. You know what I mean? Because Crystal Palace is 17th. That by no means not that great of a team.
Yeah,
they've kind of their form has kind of fallen, but in our current form, dude, like we can't I mean, like I think these are going to be two nervy games that we get the win, but like I mean, but we still got a lot to sort out. You know what I mean?
A lot.
So, how are we going to make that adjustment for the Crystal Palace game? So what do you envision for that starting 11?
If we do the ass whoop that I think we're gonna do against these fools on Wednesday, keep it the same. Don't fuck with the recipe that's working.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I really can't say anything because I need to see what Wednesday looks like.
Okay.
But otherwise, I mean, like I said, if it's the ass whoop that I think it's gonna be, it's gonna. I think Halan has a fucking good week ahead of him. A nice week. That's with Kevin De Bruyne starting.
So Holland has his work cut out for him this week.
Yes, he's gonna ball out. You can't just go all those fucking goals and then all of a sudden go this many without nothing.
True.
You know what I mean? He's goal horny.
Yeah.
Super.
and
he's raging.
And these are the two. He's a rager right now. But like, I mean, these are the games to do it. I mean, Nottingham Forest,
exactly,
by no means not a good team. Crystal Palace, by no means not a good team. He needs to just catch that fire, dude, and just start scoring goals. And the same thing with finding something with the squad, finding a lineup that works. But the thing is that like, I mean, we still got to keep playing. We still got to keep tinkering with the lineup, and but I just think that KDB and Holland has to start this next game, and I think that's the ticket right there.
Hell yeah!
And then dropping Foden in the midfield, and then Grealish, Doku, Holland up top, and we'll go from there.
Yes, we know what the recipe looks like with those ingredients.
Yeah,
make it happen, Pep.
Yeah,
make it happen, Pepperoni.
He does listen to this podcast.
Yeah, come on, Pepperoni.
You know what I mean? I'm sure he's at home nursing his scars.
Nursing his scars and drinking water ever so frustrated.
Ripping the label off. But all right. Well, okay. So if just as a reminder to follow us at Hollywood Kippax across all social media platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and whatever else there was. Instagram, the Hollywood Kippax official.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, so we're good to be back in person. We're figuring out this format as we go along, but we appreciate everyone tuning in.
And you notice the quality is a little bit better this time
because I had 720 instead of 430.
There we go.
Yeah, so just figuring things out, right? But you know, we're getting back to this Monday night slot. Get back to it. But Will, is there anything else that you just saw on Instagram that you want to talk about?
Yeah, just follow us at God FIFA in the City and follow Hollywood Kippax official. And yeah, tell us in the comments what kind of content you want us to bring. Do you want us to get back out there and watch the games with you guys? Should we have a call-in number for the fans to call in and we could take some calls? Or you let us know whatever ideas you guys have. We need to get more interactive with the players. I mean, with the players. Oh, I call you guys players. With the listeners and the supporters and stuff. So, yeah, just let us know, and we'll keep bringing these clips, and we're staying consistent. 2 weeks in a row, bro.
I know 2 weeks.
2 weeks in a
going.
fucking row. We're doing it for the team.
For our team.
You know what I mean? Because the boys, they need us.
We're not chasing clout, guys.
No, of course not.
This is typical City. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And we're not going to be super like Arsenal fan TV about this, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, we turn up for our team. I'm laughing through this. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
This team had just given us 2 years of the best football of all
Of
time.
course.
And
we're spoiled.
And I'm just laughing through this because it's every team is bound for it, right? Every team is bound for a bad spell, but like I don't think we're anywhere near the level of shit show that United is right now.
Oh,
you
of
know what I
course
mean?
not. Dude.
And like that's the thing. And like we're looking ahead to fixtures, right? But like I just think I'm just gonna underscore that one last point. We cannot lose against United in this Manchester derby because you could already see the narratives being written about that match if City lose.
Yeah.
Because like what happened when we did the 5-1 when Balotelli did the why always me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that game really signified the momentum shift going from United to City in Manchester.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if we lose to United, they're going to try to write a narrative in the same way, like, oh, United's ascendant now, United's back on top. You know what I mean? Ruben Amorim, blah, blah, blah. Like you can see the narratives already being spun. They already tried to spin there. It's like, listen, Eric Ten Hag is like all eras come to an end. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Trying to say some like, that was a total false dawn. You know what I mean? People thought but like you already see the narratives being spun like, oh, the power shifts back to United. United's on top now. You know what I mean? But like, come on, man! Like that lineup still has a lot to be worked out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Over there, but for real,
big game Wednesday.
Yeah, where you gonna be watching it?
We're talking about 99 Forest.
Yeah, big game, big game.
Oh my God, what is happening?
That's
Lord, I don't know if you can hear me. But help!
there's some like memes in that. It's like big game, play Nottingham Forest.
Oh my God.
Big game, fucking sweating bullets. Pet meme, like I mean, when you're playing Nottingham Forest at home, fucking nerd.
I can imagine the Etihad, the training facility. Nobody's talking to each other. Everyone's just walking around each other, all sad and shit.
No one's talking and shit. Yeah, you just got dude,
no music.
You look out of it.
They're playing. You know how they, inside City they play music when they're like on the bikes and everything.
Yeah,
they're playing Everybody Hurt.
REM. And the time is gone.
Where have all the cowboys gone?
Or what? Maybe like that. Maybe like the Charlie Brown Christmas. Fucking.
Oh my God.
Down. Fuck.
And that's crazy. Rodri looking at these games with the fucking Balón de Oro in his hand. He's like, what the fuck is happening, dude? Could that have been the curse?
I think the curse was the Community Shield. Win the Community Shield.
Oh yeah, that's true. It's a lot of fucking things. We're also a conspiracy fucking podcast. Soccer conspiracy. Very heavy. Cue the X-Files song.
It was an inside job.
There you go. Yeah, but yeah.
All right. So George has a tip. Live stream the matches. Just talk up a Cisco with you guys. Let's fucking go.
All right. I like the way George thinks.
I have a cold brew.
He's drinking brew, but it's not the one that you think.
We need to do what with Will and Alex sing off. Let's fucking go.
What the Dick, because of the way we should.
Easy love. It's too easy lover. It's an easy love.
All right. Yep. Song coming up. Song is on the way.
Yeah. I still need a feature on one of your guys' tracks for Dark Ghost.
That too.
Yeah.
And if you guys like to support, we dropped a new album on Spotify and everything that you can hear. Dark Ghost 64. The album is called Wish You Were Here. And you can see Alex on the cover.
Yeah, I'm on the cover.
But yeah,
feature prominently on the cover.
Yeah, check out the #1 hit, Van der Sar.
We're
shooting at the ops like the Van der Sar brothers. So, what are we doing? Signing off?
Yeah. Well, this is the podcast your girlfriend tells you to not worry about. This is a podcast that supports the best team in the land.
The best team in the world. Come on, City.
Come on. You know. Big game. Nottingham Forest.
You're done now.
You're done now.
Oh, man. We'll see you guys next week.
Cheers.
Peace.